I think I've been very consistent on giving Trump, I guess, a fair shake. And one thing I've been very much attached to doing is not going after him for comments he makes, because I always say the comments are never going to matter as much as the policies. Uh, but this is actually one that I think is worth paying attention to because it kind of annoys me since it goes into the identity politic label. President Trump said Thursday Jewish people who vote for Democrats are either ignorant or disloyal as he railed against two congresswomen who have been critical of the U.S. Israel alliance. I think Jewish people that vote for a Democrat, I think it shows either a total lack of knowledge or great disloyalty, Trump told reporters during an Oval Office meeting with the president of Romania. Now, why is this a problem for me? Why do I think this is kind of bizarre? Well, if you remember, there's a thing called Blexit where it's supposed to be African Americans or black people leaving the DNC and going to support the RNC or supporting Republicans. And the idea behind that group, whether you believe it or you think they should do this or not, is to say you should not be bound by your identity as far as your ethnicity or religion or whatnot from being able to support any candidate that you want to. Of course, in their case, they're trying to push you over there for to bolster their own numbers with a group they don't do anything for. But the point is that I at least like that group for saying you don't have to always support this one side just because. When you have a comment like this, it is Trump's way of saying if you are Jewish, you should only vote because of policy as it relates to Israel. You shouldn't vote for me because, let's say you're a millionaire and you want a tax cut, which is what the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act did, with giving the 83% of the wealth to the top 1%. It's a way of completely nullifying like pretending this whole party and all of its different candidates have no other position that you might like. It's very similar actually to when you have people who get upset with Hispanics for voting for Trump. Oh, if he deports someone, it's like, yeah, but they might like him for being opposed to these god awful trade deals like NAFTA, and that was before he started supporting the USMCA. But the general idea is that they try to take what someone is on the surface and not wonder why that person supported him on the basis of anything else. Other ideas and stuff that you wouldn't just immediately attach to, their identity. But I find it so comical. You have all these Republicans who say we don't like identity politics. We don't like people being able to. I mean, I was going after Democrats on Twitter for saying that they didn't want any old white man as their nominee because I thought that was completely ridiculous. Like, how the hell do you get to tell someone because they're part of the largest ethnic group, not minority, but they're the largest group here, that we've had enough of you. You're not. We don't want you on the basis of what you look like, not what you have to offer as a candidate. Not any of your positions. Not all of that is usurped by identity politics, and that's exactly what this is. And I hate it on both sides. Doesn't matter if it's Trump doing it or a Democrat or another Republican. It's so simplifying of complicated people and issues. I've said before, if there's a Republican that wants to get out of these wars and has a record of doing that, like a Thomas Massie, a Justin Amash, I have no problem supporting those people over a lot of these Democrats because they're, hit or miss when it comes to national security and these other conflicts that we have. And a lot of times they actually are to the right of the Republicans. So that's a view I have as a person who cares about foreign policy. A lot of other people who are my ethnicity or other ethnicities don't care about that. But the point is, that's a specific thing that relates to me as a person versus an identity. And that's completely missed in these remarks. You have plenty of Jewish people who oppose the way the Palestinians have been treated by the Israeli government, and like AIPAC and these politicians that are on the side of that organization have just completely deflated the possibility or the position that anyone who is Jewish could ever not go along with the Israeli government.